the Masai Mara, just the name conjures up images. Wildebeests thundering across the savannah, lions stalking through the tall grass, a land untouched by time, where the rhythms of nature still hold sway. We're in southwestern Kenya. This is the real Africa, raw and powerful, the Masai Mara National Reserve. It's a place of breathtaking beauty, where the vast plains stretch as far as the eye can see. This is a land of endless possibility, and for the traveler, it's a chance to experience something truly unforgettable. But things are changing. Overcrowding, habitat loss, the pressures of a modern world. Is this a good thing, or will it destroy the soul of the Mara? The Masai Mara is a place of wonder, of adventure, of incredible wildlife, but it's also a delicate ecosystem, one that needs our protection. The Kenyan government knows this. They've seen what happens when tourism runs rampant. They've made a choice to preserve the Mara for future generations. That's why they've implemented this new policy. Only safari vehicles allowed. It's a controversial decision. Some people hate it. They say it takes away from the experience, but others understand it's about more than just tourism. It's about protecting a national treasure. Forget your rental car, forget your GPS. This isn't a Sunday drive. This is the Mara, and the only way in is on their terms. You're stepping into a different world, a world where the rules are different, where the wildlife roams free, and you're just a visitor. It's about letting go, surrendering to the wildness of this place. The moment you enter the Masai Mara, you feel it. The energy, the rawness, the sense of something ancient and powerful. And it all starts the moment you climb into that safari vehicle, the smell of dust and adventure. You're not just a tourist anymore. You're an explorer, a modern-day Livingstone, venturing into the unknown. But this is no theme park. The animals here are wild, unpredictable. Here, the adventure chooses you. It finds you as you bump along dusty tracks. The African sun beating down on the roof of your safari vehicle. The air crackles with anticipation. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig could be the start of something incredible. You might see a lioness, her muscles tensed, stalking her prey, or a herd of elephants, their massive forms casting long shadows across the savannah. Or maybe, just maybe, you'll witness the Great Migration. Millions of wildebeests, zebra, and gazelle thundering across the plains in a spectacle of nature's raw power. It's a sight that will stay with you forever. The colors, the sounds, the smells. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Section 3. Eyes of the Mara. You're not alone on this journey. Your guide is your eyes and ears, a Maasai warrior, born and raised in the shadow of the Mara. He knows these lands like the back of his hand, can read the signs, track the animals, and keep you safe. He'll tell you stories, legends passed down through generations, about the animals, the land, the spirits that dwell here. He'll show you things you'd never see on your own. Hidden watering holes, ancient migration routes, places where time seems to stand still. He'll teach you about the delicate balance of this ecosystem, the challenges it faces, and what's being done to protect it. Section 1. The people of the Mara, the Masai Mara. It's not just about the animals, it's about the people too. The Maasai people, they've lived here for centuries. Their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the land. They are the guardians of the Mara, and their knowledge is invaluable. This new policy, it's not just about protecting the wildlife, it's about protecting the Maasai way of life. See, tourism is their lifeline. It brings in much needed income, provides jobs, but it has to be done sustainably, responsibly. That's where the safari companies come in. They employ the Maasai, train them as guides, drivers, cooks. They give them a stake in the tourism industry, a reason to protect their land. It's a partnership. The Maasai need the tourists, and the tourists, well, they need the Maasai even more. Section 2. Safari with a conscience. Look, nobody likes being told what to do, especially on vacation. But this new policy, it's not about taking away your freedom. It's about preserving something precious so future generations can experience the magic of the Mara. Think about it. If everyone drove their own cars, the Mara would be chaos. Traffic jams on the savannah, animals scared off by the noise. The very thing that makes this place special, destroyed. The safari vehicles, they're not just cars. They're purpose-built, designed to handle the rough terrain, to get you up close and personal with the wildlife, safely, responsibly. And the guides, they're not just drivers. These safari vehicles, they're beasts, built for this. Lifted suspensions, four-wheel drive. They can handle anything the Mara throws at them. Rugged tires eating up the miles of dirt tracks. This ain't your mama's minivan. Open sides, canvas roof. You're immersed in the environment. Smells, sounds, the heat of the sun. This is as close as it gets, folks, to experiencing the raw beauty of Africa. And those roofs, they pop up, game viewing on another level. 360-degree views. Get those cameras ready, because you never know what you're gonna see next. Lion pride on the move, cheetah on the hunt. The Mara never disappoints. Plus, these vehicles are kitted out. First aid kits, communication systems, the works. This ain't your average rentals, folks. These are Safari Land Cruisers, built for this, modified, customized. They've been through the ringer and come out tougher. Scratched paint, dented bumpers. These tell a story of countless adventures in the untamed African bush. Heavy-duty suspension, lifted axles, tires that could handle a moon crater. They glide over potholes that would swallow a city car whole. And the clearance, don't worry about those tall grasses. You'll be rising above it all like a king surveying his domain. Spacious seats, big windows, plenty of room for your gear. And the best part, those pop-up roofs, they're like personal viewing platforms, perfect for photography, bird watching, or just soaking up the panoramic views. Listen, you're not just paying for a ride. Under the hood, it's a different story. These safari vehicles, they're powered by diesel engines, built to last. Fuel efficient, reliable. They can go for miles on a single tank. And trust me, out here in the bush, that's important. The last thing you want is to be stranded with a busted engine, miles from civilization, with nothing but a pride of hungry lions for company. No sir, these engines, they're the heart of the beast, pumping life into these machines, keeping you moving, keeping you safe. And don't even get me started on the four-wheel drive. Essential out here, the Mara can be unpredictable. 1 minute you're cruising along a dusty track, the next you're knee-deep in mud. Section 3. Tools of the trade. But hold on, it's not just land cruisers. This ain't a one-size-fits-all operation. We've got safari vans too, smaller, more nimble, perfect for couples or small groups. They might not have the same ground clearance as the land cruisers, but they're still more than capable of handling the Mara's rough terrain. And the best part, they're often open-sided, no windows to get in the way of your photos. Just you, the elements, and the incredible wildlife all around you. It's a more intimate experience, a chance to really connect with nature. And if you're on a budget, don't worry, there are options for you too. Section 1. Walls of Freedom. Now let's talk Turkey. This whole safari vehicle thing, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. You're giving up some freedom. That open road, gone. That sense of adventure, of blazing your own trail, replaced with a schedule, a route, a plan. You're sharing your ride, your space, your experience. Maybe you're stuck with that guy who never stops talking about his lens cap collection, or the lady who insists on blasting Celine Dion on repeat. Not exactly the soundtrack to your African adventure and privacy, forget about it. You're in a metal box surrounded by strangers. No sneaking off for a romantic sunset picnic. Section 2. The tyranny of the clock. Then there's the schedule. Sunrise game drives, afternoon excursions, back to the lodge before dark. It's all planned out for you. Now don't get me wrong, those guides, they know their stuff. They will get you to the good spots, show you the best the Mara has to offer. But what if you just want to wander, get lost in the vastness of it all, soak up the silence, broken only by the wind whispering through the grass? Tough luck, my friend. You're on someone else's time now. And God forbid you see something truly incredible, something off the beaten path, a rare bird, a leopard dragging its kill up a tree. You can't just stop and stare, not for as long as you want anyway. Section 3. The price of paradise. Look, I get it. The Masai Mara, it's a business. And like any business, it's about maximizing profits. These safari companies, they're not running a charity. They're here to make money. And that means packing in as many tourists as they can. So, yeah, you're gonna see other vehicles, lots of them, especially during peak season. It's like a safari park out there, except instead of being stuck in your car, you're stuck in a slightly larger, more expensive car. And that sense of solitude, of being alone with nature, forget about it. You're constantly surrounded by other people. Section 1. The soul of a place. Is the Masai Mara's new policy perfect? Hell no, it's a compromise. A tightrope walk between conservation, culture, and cold hard cash. But it's a start, a recognition that this place, this fragile ecosystem, needs protecting. And maybe, just maybe, it'll make people think twice about the impact they have, about the choices they make. Because the Mara, it's more than just a safari destination. It's a reminder of the wildness that still exists in this world, of the beauty that's worth fighting for. So yeah, go experience the Mara for yourself, but do it with respect. Section 2. Beyond the Mara. Now the Mara ain't the only game in town. This part of Africa, it's bursting with national parks, reserves, hidden gems just waiting to be discovered. You got Amboseli with its iconic views of Mount Kilimanjaro. Tsavo, a vast wilderness teeming with elephants. And let's not forget the Serengeti just across the border in Tanzania, where the Great Migration continues its epic journey, each one unique, offering its own flavor of adventure. Some more crowded than others, some more expensive, some more off the beaten path. It's up to you, intrepid traveler, to find your own adventure. But wherever you go, remember this: respect the land, respect the wildlife, and respect the people who call these places home. Because without them, it's just scenery. And that, my friends, would be a damn shame. So go explore.